Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey, what's happening, man? Alright, check this shit out. Y'all rockin' with y'all boy Ricky Prince. I ain't finna do all that super duper introduction, none of that. I'm finna talk to y'all about happiness and how you got to be responsible for your own happiness, your own joy, your own laughter. Like, too many of y'all be walking around here looking for people to make you happy. I don't care if it's your parents, I don't care if it's your lover, I don't care if it's your sister, I don't care if it's your brother, I don't give a damn if it's your significant other. Like, it's cool for people to compliment your lifestyle, have things in common with you, share happiness with you, and things of that nature. But in all reality, on every level, man, I hate to tell y'all, but you are control of your own happiness. Y'all ain't never been around somebody that keep doing irritating shit, and instead of you removing yourself away from them or saying something to them about the shit that they doing, you just hold shit in and get all upset and be like, damn, this shit getting on my nerves. And it's like, but have you ever took time to think about how in reality these motherfuckers ain't getting on your nerves? You just allowing what they doing to get on your nerves when you really ain't got to sit there and deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really think about this thing. It's people that be in relationships with people. They sex might be good. They cooking might be good. Their conversation might be good. They just might dress and look real good. And that's where it stop at. But when it come down to them looking for this person to actually make them happy, they not doing it. They might be helping them, but they not making them happy. And then you start walking around here moping and being mad and sad and upset and blaming other motherfuckers. I can't do this because you around. No, nigga. You need to learn how to block these motherfuckers out and do shit because you want to do shit because you determined. And you don't care what nobody else think, and you don't care what nobody else is doing. You shouldn't let other people's feelings stop you from doing shit. You know how many people got friends that are in relationships and they don't go around their friends and they haven't seen their friends in I don't know how long because they done committed their life to some possessive, jealous motherfucker? I mean, excuse my language, but I don't know how to be nothing but raw and real. You know what I'm saying? The same way you need to keep it 100 with yourself about the happiness that you desire is the same way motherfuckers need to keep it real with themselves about who they are. Nigga, if you like to eat, nigga, if you like to cuss, if you like to call women bitches, if you like to protest, if you like to whatever the fuck you like to do, nigga, if that's you, nigga, that's you. Can't nobody take that away from you. And when you try to take that type of shit away from somebody, you start taking away from God. You understand what I'm saying? Because God individually created every individual, and every individual creates their own reality based off their own individual beliefs and experiences. So how you gonna be a motherfucker with a total different belief and experience trying to come along and tell somebody else how to think, how to live, how to talk, how to dress, how to walk, who to hang with, where they go, how long they should be out, when they should come in, what they should be doing when they leave, how they should leave. Man, you can't tell nobody shit. And when you be a person who allow people to tell you how you should think, how you should talk, how you should walk, and all the other shit I just said, you start being a person who be forgetting about who you are and start becoming someone that someone else wants you to be. And that's how you become unhappy, displeased, fake. You start feeling fake about yourself. You start feeling like you're wasting time. And then you go around people who are happy and you start hating on their happiness. Because deep in your mind and in your heart, you wonder, damn, how is this motherfucker positive and happy all the time? Like, how do they be this strong? And you start hating and envying them because you want what the fuck they got. But you ignorant to the fact that you already got what they got. You just don't know how to activate it. You ain't operating on a level where you using your third eye. You still seeing double vision. You don't see single vision because you have not evolved. You haven't gotten enlightened enough to understand that everything that you see and half of the shit that people do is not real. It's just something that they done seen somebody else do or something that they feel like they got to become a part of to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, happiness is freedom, freedom is happiness, man. And all that shit come from within. Material shit don't make you happy. It only adds on to your happiness. A relationship don't make you happy. It only adds on to your happiness. And if you sitting around waiting for material things or money or a lover to make you happy, you'll never truly be happy. You will only be temporarily happy based off the amount of happiness those things can serve you. You know what I mean? But in reality, man, you got to be happy with you. You got to be happy with who you are, how you look, how you dress, how you think, and draw and attract people into that. And those that don't draw into that and don't become attracted to that, cool, they not for you. Y'all are not alike. Like attracts like. Too many motherfuckers been teaching that bullshit about opposites attract. Of course, opposites gonna attract because at the end of the day, everything comes from the same source. So it has no choice but to attract. But it's gonna reject and then attract, or it's gonna attract and then reject. But like and like becomes one, infinite and definite. You know what I'm saying? On any and every level and aspect. I don't care how you look at it, man. Happiness is from within, and it comes from having knowledge of self and being determined to be what you want to be, and to have what you want to have, and to do what you want to do without permission, without authority, without considering opinions. You know what I mean? Without living your life in bondage, without living your life in expectation. You know what I'm saying? Without living your life in the wants. Just understanding your needs and knowing that anything that you want, you already have. You just got to attract it to you by thinking the proper way. See, they don't teach you this shit in church, and they don't teach you this shit in school about law of attraction and law of love and law of all these other things that is more important and more potent than these man-made laws that get violated and flipped around every day. God's laws remain the same all the time. It don't matter if you're a good person, or should I say so-called good person, or a so-called bad person. There's people out here who get a joy out of murdering people, and there's people out here who get a joy out of getting drunk. And even though to some of us that's not right, you know what I mean, we still can't stand in judgment of that, because that's their life and that's what they get their happiness out of. Of course, karma gonna have its way with some people, and of course you reap what you sow. So as long as you understand the laws, just understand the laws, live by them, and be you and do you. And the universe will correspond to your song, man. The universe, or God, however you want to call it, the Most High, don't want to do nothing but give you everything that you desire. You understand? That's it. But you're not going to get all the greater things out of life being afraid of life and always telling yourself that you don't deserve and that you have to settle for something or someone to have happiness. It's a lot of people, man, when they don't have friends, they're more happy. Versus when they do have friends, and there's some people who vice versa. It's the same way in relationships. But each one of those people have a different birth chart, a different upbringing, a different culture background, a different mindset, different experiences, and so on and so on, which brings them to the person that they have become. And you got to ask yourself, do you want to be happy because you say you're going to be happy? Or do you want to be happy on somebody else's time? That's your choice. I appreciate y'all for listening, but just remember at all times, man, you are always responsible for your own happiness. As soon as you start waiting on other people to make you happy, that's when you're going to become disappointed 90% of the time. Think about this shit.